Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Nerd Nest podcast. We are on number 12, and it is Sunday, January 31st, 2016. I am Sarah,
Hating it.
and with me today are Anthony,
Hello.
Kim,
Oh.
and Gabe.
Hi.
And today we're going to be talking about Lazer Team because I think we've all seen it. Am I right, Anthony?
Yeah, I've seen
Okay.
this.
We're going to be talking about some mental health issues, which we will give a warning for before we get there, and some YouTube drama and some stuff from our streams this week. So, how's everyone doing?
Same old from my end.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Gabe and I saw Hateful Eight yesterday. That's about it.
How is it?
Gory.
Wow. Yeah, but it's a Tarantino
It's a
film.
Tarantino
That's true.
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be something wrong with that guy, right?
Apparently, he's just like the coolest. dude.
Oh, really? He always seems like kind of a
Yeah.
jerk to me.
Really?
Yeah, just like he comes off a bit smarmy.
Well, he's in the film industry, so by comparison.
It,
I think everybody's smarmy in the, in the
Yeah,
film.
pretty much.
yeah. It was good, though. I enjoyed it. It had a good story. Other than the violence, it was, like, pretty top.
I don't even know what it's about.
It's about, like, the Old West kind of... You want to chime in here, Gabe?
It's about 8 people,
the-
and they all hate each other.
Yeah.
Well then,
You know.
Okay.
that seems to be the new thing that Tarantino's going for.
You were cutting out there a bit. What?
Well, it's on the heels of this one and Django. He's doing more of like the Wild West stuff,
Yeah.
as opposed to kind of back in the '90s. He was art type films, the Pulp Fictions, and sort of a different type of.
I'm not sure I really understand what he's doing, but
He's
Well, he'll just get
killing people.
like sparks of inspiration. Like he'll watch a bunch of Western movies and be like, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna do that now."
Oh, I'm kind of the same way in terms of creativity. But yeah, Laser Team. So we all watched it.
Yep.
What'd y'all think?
Kim, you want to take it first?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. It was pretty much what I expected from a Rooster Teeth movie. The requisite dick jokes and that kind of thing.
They have a quota.
I'm kind of in the middle on it. I can't say that I loved the film, but I also didn't hate it. I gave the film a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it in parts. Other parts, I feel like they could have been funnier, or I think that part of their issue was they weren't 100% comic, but they also weren't, because it's a comedy, they weren't focusing too much on the plot, and so it was like kind of a combination of both of those things.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I think
And when you, go ahead.
I think most of the community, from what I've seen, at least us older types, also gave it about a 7 out of 10. So you're not alone in that assessment.
Yeah, like it's strange that I go online and I look at the different things about the film, and it's in this middle ground area where critics hated the movie. Like, they just destroyed the movie, and it's not nearly as bad as the critics made it out to be, but it's not a critic type of film. Like, it's not an arty film. It's not like a smart comedy. It's just like kind of a dumb type of comedy. So they look too much into it. But if you're a hardcore member of the Rooster Teeth community, like some of the people on Twitter, they would look through a lot of the flaws because they're like, oh, it's the first Rooster Teeth movie, this must be amazing. And I'm kind of like in the middle on it. It's like, to me more what it showed was that they can do a movie of this scale, and it's great to see a company and a franchise that I followed since I was in high school jumping to the cinema, and I can't quite separate out my charm of that from it. So that's part of the reason why I can't be too critical of film, despite the fact that I think I was expecting a little bit more from it.
In high school? Man,
That?
high school? That makes me really old. Like, Red vs. Blue came out when I was college age.
No,
yeah, me too, don't feel bad.
I was in high school. Red vs. Blue is what, 12 years old now?
Sounds
13,
right.
I think.
Yeah, it might be
13?
13.
Over 13.
I graduated high school 10 years ago this year, so...
Hey, reunion. I didn't go to my 10-year reunion. Gabe, are you okay?
So what did you think of Laser Team?
I feel the same as Anthony. Like, I can't quite separate out how I would feel about it if I weren't a fan already. And I've seen some people saying they brought fans or non-fans and they enjoyed it, but I mean, their friends are probably have the same kind of humor. So it's hard to say.
Like, it's not a bad movie
No.
by any stretch of the imagination. I think where some people are going to love the movie because they're fans of Rooster Teeth, I'm almost kind of the flip side of it, where I expected a little bit more because I know Rooster Teeth's comedy, and so I'm like, well, they could have probably done it. Like, the acting I thought was fine. I thought it was great for their first film. I had absolutely zero problem with the acting, but the funny parts of the movie came almost from like the background of certain things. Like some of the side characters and some of the situations they were in were more funny than the actual like dialogue stuff where they were really trying to be funny.
Right. How do you think about
But
the acting?
I'm also.
What do you think about the acting?
But the acting was fine. I didn't have a big problem with Gavin's faux American accent, like some people did. I mean, I also didn't mind that they kind of just explained it away halfway through the movie.
Convenient.
That actually kind of works for me, to be honest.
I was just like, all right.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, fine, all right. That's I'm okay with it. But yeah, it was fine. I thought they had Michael play the best character he could, because I almost feel like that was Michael growing up.
Oh, I'm
And,
sure.
And Bernie can kind of stand toe to toe with any actor, as far as I'm concerned. Shown in many of the things that he's done, that when you need him to be a really good actor, he can pull in for you. And then him and Colton had really good on-screen chemistry. So the acting I had no problem with whatsoever.
I actually
Especially considering.
I actually found Gavin a little stiff, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, maybe he wasn't as comfortable.
Well, because they kind of gave him the most to do.
Yeah, that's kind of true in a way.
So he kind of had a lot of the film on his shoulders, especially right at the beginning of the film where he has that accent, and all of a sudden he doesn't have the accent. And they try to explain it away, and that's hard to do.
Yeah.
I gave him a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
if
thought he
I'm
did
gonna
pretty good though.
if I'm gonna criticize anyone's acting in the movie, probably Alan Ritchson.
Yeah, I could see that.
And not that I thought he was bad, but that like I felt like for someone who was a little more acclaimed in that industry, he should have been able to hold his own a little bit more. Like I should have noticed more of a difference between him and four people that they have as the leads, and really he just kind of maybe it says more about them than it does about him, but yeah, I didn't see maybe his best foot forward.
I can agree with that.
I can see that.
I think maybe his role is just a bit too much of a contrast, perhaps, in terms of the rest of the cast.
I think one of the most underrated characters and actors in that film was like the old Army Colonel guy.
Oh, he was good. Have I seen him in other things?
He was really good.
I feel like I had seen him before.
I've seen him, but like in like not like Rooster Teeth productions, but like actual movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been around.
Oh,
Different comedies
sorry.
and stuff, I think. And,
Sorry.
but yeah, he was,
No
he was very good. And for a character that leading up to it, we saw nothing from.
Well, I think he was in the trailer of it, but
Very
yeah.
briefly.
Well, yeah.
I almost think he had more screen time, I think, than Alan Ritchson.
You might be right. Yeah.
And Ritchson was seen all the time in trailers and in promotions and stuff like that. And this other guy wasn't really in much of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he knocked it out of the park. I thought he was great.
I think they could not have picked anyone better for that character than Colton. And I don't know if that's because it was just him or if because they just cast it really well, but he was amazing in that role.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah.
He really was. Well, and what's interesting about it is I think like they kind of just randomly like they went through a casting agency.
Right.
Parts. And so like that's how Colton got involved with this project. But it's almost like he got involved with this project. He's like, holy cow, these guys are like really cool. Maybe I should get more involved with certain stuff. Like he was given his own like Rooster Teeth show there for a while.
Yeah, I wish. Oh,
and he was just like an actor.
I wish he'd be in more stuff of theirs, to be honest. But he's probably pretty busy.
Really funny.
Yeah, have you seen him on? Yeah, he was on a couple episodes of At Midnight.
Oh yeah.
Really, really good.
Oh, that reminds me, Kim. Have you seen the Nerdist bowling series? Oh, okay.
I haven't been on for a while, but it used to be on week every Monday or something like that. I used to watch it. Who built this thing over here so I can? Sorry. Yeah, I used to watch it. It was always entertaining to watch like comics and stuff like that. People who don't normally bowl because they just make it really funny when they're awful at it.
Well, you know, Chris Hardwick's dad was a professional bowler.
Yeah, Billy Hardwick.
That's crazy.
They mentioned that like every episode, pretty much.
Oh, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
why not?
No, it was Billy Hardwick. Peter Hardwick is his supposed brother.
Supposed?
But it's not really his brother.
That's right.
It's
That's
Chris
really
Hardwick's overweight alter ego.
Oh.
Yeah, when he was an alcoholic. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Kind of like how George is Gavin's brother.
George is Gavin's brother.
Look, George
But his
actually
name's
is
not
Gavin's
actually
brother.
George.
No, his name's not actually George. But Chris Hardwick actually does not have another brother. It's just
Yeah,
that.
it's sort of like that.
Yeah, he wants to excuse for a lot of the shit that he did.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
He's like, oh, that was
about-
Peter Hardwick.
We're getting a little off topic here, but you talk about someone who like revitalized their career from the depths. Like Chris Hardwick was a reality TV show host for MTV.
Yeah, man, singled out back in the day.
Yeah, and now he's like well respected as a comedian.
Yeah, he's really funny. I always liked him.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch much of Singled Out or anything like that, but it's just like how he was able to rise up like that. A lot of those people from the old MTV era just faded away.
I think what's his name? Kurt something. He's still at MTV, I think.
Lazer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he still does MTV News sometimes.
He's like 50 years old now or something.
Yeah.
He's up there.
And Maria Menounos is an actress now.
Yeah. Carson Daly's got his own late night television show. No, not anymore. He's on the Today Show now.
Is he really?
Something like, is either the Today Show or Good Morning America, one of those two, but he's on like one of those early morning
Well,
shows.
he does Dancing with the Stars too, right? Or am I thinking of someone else?
Dancing with the Stars is Ryan.
He hosts something. Some kind of... The Voice? Oh, he hosts The Voice. That's right.
Oh, yeah, he does. He's on The Voice, isn't he?
So switching gears here a bit, Kim, there's been some drama in the Destiny community.
Yeah. So the thing with Destiny is, last year, when they first put out the game, they had a plan where they were going to do there was some base game and then there was going to be 2 DLC packs, right? So you got the Dark Below and you got House of Wolves. And then this year they brought out Tank and King, and they haven't announced anything else that they're doing. So the majority of people who hate Destiny are like, well, Destiny's dead now.
Of course.
And if you play it, good Lord help you, because they're all like, why do you play this game? Because it's crap. Well, I mean, it's not crap, but so the drama just extends around the fact that Bungie is not telling anybody what they're doing, and it's kind of, it makes people wonder. I mean, I have faith that they'll figure it out eventually, but
I mean, when was Taken
it'd be
King?
nice
Like
to know what's
3
going on.
months ago or something?
Yeah, September.
Like that? Oh, September. Well, okay, that's a
But
while.
the thing
then.
was that,
I'll allow it.
yeah, the first when they put out the game, you knew beforehand that there was going to be 2 DLC packs.
All right.
So it wasn't a surprise. But they had already told you about it, and they're not telling anybody what they're doing anymore. So now we have the Valentine's Day event that's coming up. That's only for a week. And then we had SRL, and that was for 3 weeks. And the other one? The Halloween thing.
Oh, yeah.
So we can officially no longer pretend like Destiny isn't an MMO.
Oh,
They've always said it's an MMO.
They don't claim it to be an MMO, but it feels like an MMO to me. I don't really like MMOs, but it's like a light one.
Yeah, MMO light.
I mean,
People who don't play MMOs.
Like random events, periodic DLCs like that, but trying to maintain a community as long as you can with updates, and that's an MMO.
Yeah.
Or a bunch of people play online. Like, you can claim it whatever you want it to be. That's an MMO.
Well, Bungie has always said it's going to be like a first-person shooter MMO. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well,
it's kind of like MMO light.
They always avoided the term MMO.
Did they?
For whatever reason. Yeah, I always remember people saying, oh, it's like an MMO. And they're like, no, it's not really an MMO. And they'll go into some other term that they would use.
Huh.
Like, no, that's what that is. Like, MMO stands for Massive Multiplayer Online. And that's kind of what you want if you want a bunch of people playing your game. You want it to be massive and multiplayer. So, I don't know why that's what that is. It's MMO.
Yeah.
I fully agree. It's definitely an MMO. I don't know why they don't want to claim it as such.
Who knows?
I just think they didn't want to have the comparisons to there's WoW, and I think at the time they were worried they'd be compared to Old Republic, so they just wanted to avoid the term altogether. But at this point,
there's really no hiding it at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're bothering.
I was actually listening to
with all the microtransactions.
Listening to one of the Rooster Teeth podcasts the other day, and they talked about, someone mentioned how there was going to be a Destiny 2, and I think Gus was like, no, there's not going to be a Destiny 2. They're just going to keep updating it or something.
Oh,
but
what's the plan?
No, there will be a Destiny 2.
Yeah, there definitely is going to be.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
They might be.
Yeah, I think they can get away with just small updates for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
They might be working on it in secret. Because they want people to.
And they might be.
They want people to keep playing Destiny now, so
Right.
they're keeping quiet. And then.
Right. Yeah, they'll announce Destiny 2 like maybe a year or so, or a year, 6 months or whatever. Not gonna do like a E3 thing where it's like it's gonna be in years.
It's probably gonna be like
Fallout
Fallout 4. It's gonna be like.
Yeah, exactly.
Just show up one day.
Yeah.
I'm here, guys.
But people who say they're not gonna do a Destiny 2, it's like, okay, so they don't want more money, because that makes no sense.
That's a giant cash cow.
Yeah. Like no, and
Sorry.
Microsoft will never do another Halo either. It's
Oh, never.
They're just gonna keep updating the new one. Like as long as they make money, why would you stop?
Exactly.
Like people can criticize Activision for printing out all those Call of Duty games all they want, but as long as they can keep printing their own like money, then there's no reason for them to stop making more Call of Duty games. The moment that people
Right.
stop buying them, that then they'll stop.
When
doing
they'll
it.
stop.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's no sense in not putting out something that's making you money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep doing it until it doesn't make money.
Well,
I mean,
I feel like that's a publisher attitude and maybe a game dev attitude. Like, Gabe doesn't like to be tied down to, like, I don't think he'd enjoy making game after game after game of the same thing.
Yeah, not really.
So, it's tricky.
But the publishers own the IP, so
Yeah.
once a developer gets tired of it, they're like, all right, we're going to shut you down, and we're going to find someone who wants to make it.
And Call of Duty has 3 game developers that work on that series.
Mm-hmm.
So, Treyarch will only be working on Call of Duty like for a 3-year cycle, still making a new Call of Duty every year.
yeah.
So
Kind of like
Activision can
Assassin's
keep printing
Creed
money
does.
while Activision can keep printing money while developers can take a break from it.
That's true.
Like a perfect situation for them.
Well, I don't know about perfect, but
For Activision,
I mean,
it's perfect.
Well, yeah.
it's business smart, though.
Yeah, it's
I guess
business
that's
perfect.
the thing. You got to look at it business smart versus everyone else in the world smart.
So, moving on to our 10-minute topic. So Bell Let's Talk was this week. And for those of you who don't know, Bell Let's Talk is a campaign run by Bell, which I believe is a telephone provider in Canada. And they run a campaign that if you text or call or tweet with the hashtag, they donate 5 cents every time to mental health charities. So we did a series of tweets on our account, highlighting kind of, what the connection is between mental health and video games. So I'm just curious for you guys, have you found any connection between gaming and mental health? Anthony, do you want to start?
Mostly just use video games to release,
Right.
escape from things that stress me out. I could just like go into a game and just randomly shoot a bunch of aliens in the face. I don't know. That makes me happy. I don't know if that says more about me than it does about anything else. But
No, I understand the feeling.
When I was playing games more hardcore than I am now, I found a bunch of games that after I'm done playing, I'm like, I'm just gonna like not play video games for a little while because that mentally like drained me. The perfect example was when I played the DLC for BioShock Infinite, Burial at Sea.
Yeah, that was I heard
playing-
that.
After playing the second chapter of Burial at Sea, I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and like not play games for a little bit, and let that just sink in because that was something. And so there kind of is a connection there in the sense that like you can play a game and just make yourself feel better if you just want to blow stuff up and do whatever, or you can play a game that really makes you want to feel something.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on what you're really looking for.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I know there are a lot of games that I find stressful that do not help my anxiety at all, and this game is actually one of them. Like, if we weren't on Peaceful right now, I would be... I'm still looking over my shoulder, freaking out about enemies. But, yeah, this game is not good for me when I'm kind of nervous about things.
Oh, when I played Tomb Raider for the first time, all that was nothing but just stress, because it was like, if I make one wrong move, I'm going to have to watch Lara get brutally murdered another way, and I don't really want to do that anymore.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
yeah.
No, it really isn't.
So what games do you guys play to relax?
I like to play side scrollers sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, mine are usually games that don't involve a whole lot of thinking. Pinball games are a good example.
Mm-hmm.
Peggle. Hexic. I used to play a lot of Hexic when I just wanted to. It would be Frozen Freefall if it wasn't hidden behind a damn paywall, essentially. Like, they had a perfect opportunity to be that game, and then they screwed up, and now it's no longer that game. So yeah, there are a few of them, but normally they're like puzzle games or games that I don't want to have to deal with a whole big underlying plot line. You know, soak up a lot of my energy to try to figure out what's going on. I just want to do something where it's like, all right, up, showing up, and match these things together and keep moving on.
Yeah. Gabe?
I have some go-to games that I play a lot, but some of them aren't really relaxing. Like Geometry Wars.
No, you don't get relaxed by that game? I can't imagine.
Not really, but I play it all the time. So I guess that is some form of relaxation.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's like relaxation through punishment?
Well, it's like someone, like my friend Matt runs. He'll run for like miles and get his legs sore, but he still finds it relaxing.
I suppose.
So it's sort of like that. It's like mindlessly working.
But it still stresses you out.
But not that kind of stress. It's frustrating, but it's not.
It's frustrating, but it's not stressful.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Oh, goodness. So, let me consult my sheet here. So, that's all I had on that. So there's been a couple of, like, YouTube dramas lately. The most recent of which is the Fine Brothers trademarking React. Have you guys heard of anything about that?
I don't. Those are, like, you might as well have been speaking. Don't know what any of that means.
So basically, the Fine Brothers, which are actually a full-screen company now, are trying to trademark the format of the React shows, where they show, like, kids or YouTubers or whatever, something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And they've actually taken it to new heights this morning, it seems, when they tried to take down Ellen for, like, interviewing kids after having them watch something.
No, that was in 2014, apparently.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That's still pretty bad, that they're trying to trademark something so ubiquitous at this point.
Well, I could kind of see it if they were trademarking, like, the phrase blank reacts.
Right.
Like series is. But to trademark just people reacting to something, that's kind of more difficult to do. And besides, you're taking on Ellen. You got some connections. I don't know if they knew that or not. That's gonna be a difficult one to take care of.
The way they explain it.
Of daytime TV.
The way they explain it is they're just they're trying to license out their shows, so like people could get their opening or whatever, use their opening, use their end card, and make videos in their series. I mean, that's their explanation. They
So essentially, they're angry because they felt like Ellen could have used it as like could have used them instead of going on her own.
I don't know much about the Ellen thing.
But
well, I don't know much either, but that's what it kind of sounds like. Where it's like they want to take down everything because they want to make it. They don't want to take down people doing it, but they want to have it then brand themselves on everything.
yeah, it sounds like that. But the thing about it is, people have been doing that, like, forever. Like, Kids Say the Darndest Things. Wasn't that a reaction show?
Not technically though, because Kids Say Darndest Things was just like an interview, and then they have the kids like talking back to them about something. They weren't watching a video saying their thoughts on it.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens.
Is my laundry done?
Kim is talking to her dad.
Sorry, I don't have a mute button on my mic. I had to buy another cable in order to have a mute button.
That's so weird.
There's also some other YouTube drama. The Nostalgia Critic has, for 3 weeks, YouTube has put a freeze on his monetization. So he hasn't been making any money on his videos for 3 weeks.
That's weird.
And YouTube hasn't told him why.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
A lot of those critic review shows have been getting into issues with YouTube's policy. Copyright policies, where because they'll use clips from certain things in order to express what it is that they're saying, YouTube will flag it, and so like then they have an issue that's part of the reasons why Nostalgia Critic and them didn't want to move over to YouTube. They were on Blip for the longest time. Him and Nostalgia Chick and God in the Shadows were all on Blip, but Blip shut down. Blip's no longer a thing, so they had to jump over to YouTube. But now they're running into issues where YouTube is flagging like the most like random things.
Well, they've always been doing that.
Yeah, YouTube has a problem with fair use.
Yeah.
YouTube sides with the big companies.
Yes. Now what they can do is that they can go to these big companies and they say, this isn't part, can you let up on this flame? And a lot of times a company will, depending on what's going on, but then sometimes their company's so large they don't care. I know certain game critics and viewers get flagged all the time by Square Enix. Square Enix just doesn't care to really respond because they're so large and they're in Japan, and why do they care, essentially? So if people do a review site where they talk about Final Fantasy or something, a lot of times that gets taken down for fair use, and they can't get a hold of Square Enix to help them.
So, moving on, we have In Case You Missed It. And I know the big one for us this week was Sammy did her first Nerd Nest stream. Hey. She played GTA 5 for a bit, and then she switched to Dragon Age Inquisition, where I believe she talked about chest hair. But I haven't seen it yet.
You know what? Knowing Sammy, that's not really a surprise.
Yeah, it's really not. So you should go check out her first stream. She'll be back every Thursday, unless she has another engagement. And she will be streaming at 5:30 Central Time, so keep an eye on that. Kim, you did the Life is Strange finale.
I did. That's a thing.
I'm sure I still need to watch it because I really have been enjoying your series.
It's a really good series. It's just the story gets a little wacky.
Well,
That's putting it nicely.
It starts out kind of wacky. I mean, a person who can rewind time.
Yeah. Yeah, but it gets wackier. Not saying anything. The last episode, and I knew this beforehand because I had already watched somebody play it, but the last episode is just, there's some things that I'm like, that doesn't seem probable even in the time, even in a time traveling kind of way.
Okay. So I will have to watch that.
It was fun to play. I liked it. An easy 1,000 points too.
Oh yeah. Well, you use the guide, so.
Just to get the photos, but you come across them naturally. I just need to know where they were.
Oh yeah. So we also have Zoe and Sammy played Iron Banana.
Iron Banana.
How did you watch it?
What?
I didn't get to watch it. No, I caught like the very beginning of it, but
said Iron Banana.
Iron
right?
Banana, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That's what we call Iron Banner in Destiny.
Oh. I was like, listen.
Iron Banana.
Like, indie game devs are getting really strange.
They're already strange. Ew. Looking at Gabe. And then there were some Extra Life highlights that came out this week of Claire playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate for the first time. And according to Dasha, Claire is terrifying because she will sing to her enemies before she kills them. So that's definitely something to check out.
Now, I'm not even going to go into it. I don't understand.
Don't understand.
I always thought the crazy Brit was Sammy.
At this
But
point, I'm
clearly we're
thinking
just
they're all kind of, you know.
I think we're surrounded by him.
Was there anything else that happened in streams? I know I didn't stream because of Lazer Team. I think that's about it. Oh, you did Destiny last night. How did that go? Or in Town of Salem.
Pretty good. Town of Salem was surprisingly fun, even though it was just me and Michael, and one person from chat. But it was fun. I quite enjoyed it. Michael is quite good at Town of Salem.
He's played like 1,000
He
games.
lied to me a couple of times.
I'm a big fan of that game.
Yeah, he really
That's
is.
an understatement.
Lied to me a couple of times, though. It made me sad.
I think he is to Town of Salem what Zoe is to Destiny.
Probably.
Only with less explanation of the lore.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Apparently
not much
he
of
has
it.
every achievement you can get in the game.
I didn't even know there were achievements.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
there's
like
always
Steam
achievements.
achievements, I guess.
Really? You don't think it's achievements? Come on.
Did he get the Steam
There-
version?
there are video-
I don't know if he has the Steam version or not. I think the achievements still work whether you have the Steam version or
Oh,
not.
okay, I see.
Might be the
Yeah,
only
video
one
game
with
without
the Steam
achievements.
version, though. Right?
Hello. For those of you watching the video portion, that was an interesting thing that just happened. Anyway, so we have some upcoming events that we would like to tease. Kim, do you want to talk about the charity stuff?
Yeah. We are going to do a stream, 6 hours, I think is what we
Yeah,
determined
6
time-wise. For special effects, which is the kind of like the UK version of Able Gamers. And they do kind of the same thing. They help people so they can play games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do really good work, and it's really fun seeing all their tweets and stuff. So definitely come to them.
I'm just really excited that we're doing a British charity.
Yeah, we definitely needed one.
Yeah, I mean we've been focusing so many, and we've done some really great work for some of the U.S. charities we've been doing. Whether because of Sammy and Dasha and Claire, I think it's finally time that we start focusing on the UK.
Definitely, everyone deserves to game, which is
Kind of why we started with them.
kind of Able Gamers' motto. So everyone can game. Also, we have a Valentine's Day event coming up, so keep your calendars clear for Saturday, February 13th. We're going to be playing 2 different games at 2 different points in the day, and we will have probably an announcement for that probably this week, if I can make the thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be a busy day for me.
Oh yeah, what else do you have?
I've got a political event in the morning that I'm helping to operate and run. So I'm going to be basically showing up, setting up, and then leaving before the event starts. So I can come back and do this. I can go back and do this stream, and I might leave like when you guys jump to the Xbox One and go back to the event.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Xbox One is going to be happening later, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're at a bar, so I'm assuming that the event I'm going to is going to be there all day.
Oh yeah, probably. Don't get too drunk around politicians.
I would imagine.
Just a very quick thing. Yesterday we had a quick event at a bar, invited the one of our county commissioners to show
Mm-hmm.
up.
Oh.
Not only did he show up, he showed up early, stayed there the entire time, it was like 3 sheets to win by the time we left, and the event was over at like 5:30. So it's like, you have a whole day ahead of you, dude. Like, you gotta calm down.
So does that?
Like, I'm glad you showed up, but
Does that make you like him more or less?
oh, more. Oh, if everyone drinks, it's just who they drink with. That's all.
Everyone drinks. Alright, and also we wanted to talk a little bit about our social accounts that we have in games. So Kim is playing Destiny on the PlayStation 4, and she's very lonely because she's the only one in our clan, I think.
Yeah, I don't think Claire is in the clan
How
yet
dare she.
either. She'd be the only other one right now.
So, and we need 3 to make the clan active. So if you would like to join our PlayStation 4 Destiny clan, or our Xbox One clan, or our 360 clan, or our PS3 clan, let us know, and we will get you the info.
Pretty easy
Really?
to join.
Really, you should follow us on Twitter first.
Well, that's a given.
From
Yeah,
and from there, get all the other.
definitely. We also have a Halo 5 clan, which I don't think is active yet either. We have a GTA clan, or what's it called in GTA?
Yeah, we're in GTA.
Crew?
We're
I think it's a
still,
crew.
I think we're still the Angels in GTA.
Yeah, we can't change GTA, but, you know, it works.
I mean, yeah.
And that's all we have planned to talk about. If there are any questions in chat, we still have a few minutes. If you guys have anything to bring up, you may. Gabe, you can hype your game some more.
Vote for Robot's Body on Steam Greenlight.
Thank you. You're an excellent contributor here.
I know.
Oh, fun.
Also, watch The Tailor of Panama starring Pierce Brosnan. this
Oh,
week.
God. You should start a Pierce Brosnan fan club.
If I was able to stream, I would do like a Pierce Brosnan appreciation day, like once every month.
What would that mean?
I don't know, but it sounds like a good idea.
Do you just stream his movies?
No, I would stream. I would probably stream a Bond game, even though all the Xbox 360 games have Daniel Craig in it. I would just
yeah.
talk about how amazing Pierce Brosnan is.
Oh, have you heard the extra gubs in Rooster Teeth Podcast 351?
Extra.
Like
what?
their sponsor show, post show?
No.
Because they talk about Bond extensively in that.
Huh? Is it good things?
It seems pretty good. It's mostly about the Bond music, to be fair. So, it's probably worth a listen.
Yeah, probably.
So, if that's it for everyone else, we will say goodbye. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Thank
Come
you.
back for all.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, come back for all our streams. We actually have 7 days of streams now, so come back any day you want, and there will be a stream. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.